It's that time of year again where you can get some incredible deals on camera gear and accessories. Like I say every year, don't just buy something because it's cheap, but if you're going to buy it in the next 6 to 12 months, it probably isn't going to get any cheaper than this. This video is sponsored by SmallRig. I've never done a sponsored video for them before, but I've always recommended their products, particularly during the Black Friday sales. And this year they asked me to do a sponsored dedicated video for them, and I said, why not? I'm going to cover their gear anyways. There'll be links in the description down below to all the deals I cover in this video, but I will also update that description with additional details I find after making this video. So make sure you check the description for the most up-to-date information and deals. I always like to start these deals with some really affordable items because I often find people get sucked into watching these videos and they want to buy something, and I don't want them to feel like they have to go and spend like $200 or $300 on something. I like to have some stuff that is really useful, but also really inexpensive. And these first two items are just perfect for that. They could be stocking stuffers or they could be just gifts to yourself. These are basically multi-tools for photographers or video shooters, and they have the most common tools used for video equipment, adjusting tripods, putting cages on and off cameras, things like that. There's two different options. There is a 7-in-1 multi-tool. On sale, this thing is it's under $20. It's around the $15 mark. It has 7 different heads in it, and this is the 9-in-1 multi-tool. These are so freaking useful. I see them all the time on movie sets. The film school kids that help me out around the studio all have 1 or 2 of them. And if you're trying to decide between the two, the main difference is the 7-in-1 has a T25 Torx head. If you don't know what that is, then I wouldn't worry about it. You probably don't need that one. I would go with the 9-in-1. That just gives you 3 extra sizes of Allen keys, but they're both great. You could buy both and you sort of wouldn't be doing anything wrong there. The next thing I want to talk about is tripods, and this first one is super cheap. This is another one. If you're in a situation you're like, I really need a tripod, I need something that's at least semi-travel friendly, or I'm starting to make YouTube videos and I really need to bring things up by getting a halfway decent tripod. This is quite a decent tripod. I've been recommending this tripod for years. I've got a dedicated video made about this tripod as well, so I will link that in the description. So if you're not sure, go check that out. I think this thing is under $50 right now, and this is a decent metal, high-quality tripod. This could last you for the rest of your life, and when I started YouTube, this was my main tripod, and this is all I used for years. It is absolutely more than good enough. As you can see, it's probably folds a little bit big for sort of travel, being ultralight travel, but it folds small enough you can throw it in a suitcase, take it to family functions, and it will work fine for that. The next tripod is Potato Jet's Tribex Carbon 2 tripod, and this thing is absolutely phenomenal. And it is probably the most popular and most used tripod around the studio. And when I first saw this, I thought it was a gimmick. Then we got one into the studio, and this is the only tripod anybody wants to use. Now, when this came out, I know a lot of people, this is a little bit expensive for a lot of people. It's currently on sale. It really is a pro-level tripod. But if this one's a little bit expensive for you, I've got another one coming up that we'll go over. The big difference between this one and the one coming up is this is a carbon fiber travel tripod. It has the flat feet ability to use these flat feet, and it also has kind of a semi-pro or near pro level fluid head. Now, it's not as good as a high-end fluid head, but it works well enough for panning and tilting and all kinds of stuff that we do around the studio. And just because of how convenient it is and how small the head is, this is the most used tripod in the studio. Once again, currently on sale. Now, having the similar feature set is an aluminum version of the tripod. This is about half the price retail, and then there's a significant discount. So if you've been thinking about getting in, or you like this idea of this quick up-down tripod, then I can highly recommend this. The biggest difference between the two is the carbon fiber. This is aluminum or aluminum, not carbon fiber. This one has a more basic video head, but that is still fine. Particularly for the kind of stuff we do, I think we could use either of these interchangeably. If you got the money, yes, the carbon fiber one's a little bit better, but this is absolutely fantastic, and I can't recommend this highly enough. And this is also going to get a ton of use around the studio. The other one that's currently on sale is the SmallRig Heavy Duty Fluid Head Tripod AD01. I can't actually show you that tripod because for years that has been my main YouTube tripod, and this is what you're seeing me on, and I've just set it up and I haven't moved it. It's kind of nice to have a big stable tripod for setups when you're semi-permanent like that. Not easy to knock over, and they're just really stable even if people are moving around the room or something bumps them. So that one is, I think it's 30% off. That is a pretty big discount on that tripod. There's also a range of camera cages for sale. The big one is the Sony a7 IV, R5, and S3. Now, there's two different options. You can either just get the cage like this. Cages are great because, first of all, you put them on the camera and it helps protect the body and the outside of the camera. So you can imagine if this gets banged into anything in any of these directions where the metal is protecting the body, it's much better than hitting the body itself. There's two options you're going to be able to get. One is just the basic cage, and that is like super cheap right now. I think it's like under $60 or something like that. The other one that you can get is the advanced kit. That is going to come with a top handle, an HDMI clamp, and a side handle. So if you want to actually rig up one of these cameras and turn it into more of a cinema camera or use it as a fully rigged cinema camera, then I would probably go with that kit. But for most people, just the normal cage is going to be fine, particularly if you're only doing photography. They're also having on sale the FX30 and FX3 cages, as well as the Canon R6 Mark II cage. There's also some action camera cages for sale. I think the GoPro cage is on sale. Oh, the other one is the L grip for the Nikon ZF. So the ZF doesn't have much of a grip, but with this SmallRig grip on it, it's much better for me. I really don't like using the camera without it. I bought that with my own money. That wasn't ever sent out to me. The other one is, particularly if you're looking at rigging a camera up for video, and this may sound crazy, but when you go on set to shoot a video, just if you're starting out, having a rigged up kit with a cage and a handle and a matte box makes a big deal. And SmallRig has this really inexpensive light matte box. I'm trying to remember. I think they call it the Mini Matte Box Lite. This thing works really, really well. And the thing about it is, right now it's on sale. It's under $50. So you throw this on your camera, you rig this thing up, and you go do a video shoot. It just gives the people that hired you confidence that you know what you're doing. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of it is fake it till you make it when you're starting out. So I encourage people just starting out, rig up your camera a lot. It just looks a little bit more pro, and people feel like they're getting what they're paying for. There are some other camera cages for sale. I will put all those links in the description down below. Now, another one, this is a light. Now, if you are a traveling filmmaker or you're somebody doing YouTube videos, this is a recently released light by SmallRig, and it is absolutely excellent. This is the RC220C. There's an RT220C RGB, and then there's an RT220B. The difference is one is an RGB light. The one I've got here is an RGB light. The other one is just a bicolor light. It's just white. But one of the really cool things about this light is it has the power supply built onto the back. So for a 220-watt light, you've got a really small package here. But importantly, to take that off, all we got to do is push that down, and we go like that, and now that's taken the power supply off. So that's how we get the power. But if we were traveling, we can actually take one of these SmallRig V-mount batteries and slide it on, and now we are powering it by a V-mount. And we can, once that's done, we can swap this one on, and then when we get back into range, we can take both of those off and we can put this on. And this is probably one of the coolest, most elegant solutions I have ever seen for a power supply for a COB light like this. Also, it is a very accurate light. Depending on what you're doing, if you're doing some creative stuff, you probably do want the RGB. But I think for most people, the bicolor light will be absolutely fine, particularly if you're just doing YouTube videos and stuff like that. They also have the SmallRig LA090 octagonal softbox on sale. That's a pretty affordable softbox to begin with. So if you are buying the light, I suggest if you don't have a softbox, get the softbox as well. The other one, and one of my favorite things in this whole video, is something called the SmallRig RF10C Portable Focusable LED. And if you see behind me, you see those stripes on the wall. That is being projected by this, it's almost like a video version of a flashlight. It is super, super cool. It's also RGB, so I can change the color of that. And included in the kit, it comes with a whole bunch of different what they call like gobos or projectors. So I've got all kinds of different, some of them are kitschy, some of them are interesting, some of them look like windows. I think there's one looks like an arrow. So you have just, I don't know how many come in the kit, but there's tons of them. That one looks like a window. So if you're making videos and you just want something a little bit interesting in the background, just to add a bit of texture, you can see that just makes that wall not be a blank wall. It just has a little bit of interest to it. And all I've done is put that thing on a cheap little light stand and I'm projecting it on the wall. And you can also charge it while you are projecting it. So you can kind of just keep the battery going, but it does have a pretty big battery in it already. They also have a range of other lights, big and small, for sale. There'll be links to all of those in the description down below as well. Looking at batteries, they've got a range of batteries on sale. They have their VB99 Pro, which, if you can see, this one has been beat and it's used a lot on set and it is still going. I can't tell you how many times this thing has been recharged. And they also have their SE, which is like a little bit cheaper model. Both of those have significant discounts on them. The big difference between the two is the Pro can do a little bit higher power output, and I think it can handle a quicker recharge time. But honestly, between the two, if you're not doing more pro level work, then I think the SE is fine. And for most of the stuff I do, I don't think I've ever run into a situation where the SE wasn't good enough. So you can save yourself a bit of money and go for the SE if you're just doing YouTube stuff and simple fun stuff like I'm doing around the office here. Also, the Caleb Pike VB212 Mini V-Mount, which is a massive high-power battery, and that thing does absolutely everything. Oh, also, there is a compact V-Mount battery mounting system. Let me just go grab it. It's super cool. So what this is a super quick on and off, easy way to mount a V-mount on any mirrorless camera that has an Arca Swiss cage, generally Arca Swiss cage, but it can be just an Arca Swiss plate as well. So we've got that there. Then we're gonna mount the battery like that. Now we've got the camera here and we slide it on like that. And then we clamp this down. And now we have our V-mount mounted on the back of it. And we haven't had to rig it up at all. It's just straight on like that. And to take it off, same thing in reverse, like that. And it comes off. I think that's super clever. It's super simple. And if you want to rig up a mirrorless camera to use a V-mount battery, and you've got all your taps coming off here to help power the battery and your focus system and everything like that, and you don't want to do a complete rig, you can just get a basic camera cage like this, and that's all you need, and you're set. The SmallRig NP F970 will also be on sale. This is a standard Sony style NPF battery, but it also acts as a battery bank with a USB-C and USB-A out port. There's also going to be some phone cages and rigs for sale. There's going to be some magic arms. There's going to be suction cups for action cameras or phones. There's also going to be the classic shoulder rig kit, which has been super popular, that just allows you to rig up your camera, hold it on your shoulder, just gives you more stable footage. And that's currently on sale. It's probably the cheapest shoulder rig kit that you can get right now. Links to all the deals will be in the description down below. And if you haven't seen my main Black Friday video covering the best camera and lens deals, I've just thrown that video on screen now. There's a ton of stuff currently on sale, so make sure you check out that video as well.